Hello, and welcome to my very first YouTube video, my very first real estate YouTube video. My name is hsabangan. I'm a real estate agent here in Northern California, specifically Silicon Valley, and also around the Bay Area, all the way out to Sacramento, Tri-Valley, so far and so forth. Now, this channel is made mainly for the Millennial Generation. Why is that? It's because studies have shown that the millennial generations are the biggest movers going from rent to own. Right? A lot of the millennial generations are finally at a position, establishing their career, starting a family. So, naturally they're ready to go ahead and take the next step in their lives. And typically that next step is to become a home owner. Now, I understand that during this times, there's a lot of questions, right? A lot of questions regarding how to buy a home, how to qualify, the different types of loans that are out there, the difference between all these kind of different loans. Answer the questions: is this even a good time to purchase a home? All these questions are very common things that have come about during my short career as a real estate agent. And I want to utilize YouTube and the platform to educate you, the millennial crowd, and to do my best to answer all these questions so that you can make this whole experience as smooth as possible. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the first step. That is to simply that's simply to get pre-approved. Okay. Now, what does it mean to be pre-approved? Essentially what it is you're going to go to a loan office and you are going to get your credit checked. They're going to run a credit report and they're going to be able to pull off all of your history, all your financial history. Just very similar to applying for a credit card, right? Same idea. Now, they're going to come out with the figure and they're going to be able to see exactly how much money you can afford comfortably. Okay? How much money you qualify to be able to buy a home, right? Now, I think a lot of people will say that even prior to getting pre-approved, you should actually start, seeing how much money down you should be saving up for or building your credit. But I actually like to advise to just go ahead and go with the pre-approval process, because what happens is you're going to actually really see in spades everything, like your whole financial background, and the numbers aren't going to lie. It's not just a shot in the dark. Now from here you are able to make the proper adjustments. Okay, meaning if so, say you got pre-approved and the figure was a lot lower than what you were looking to shop for. Now you could actually make the proper adjustments in order to get to that position to buy that dream home. So whether that may be paying off high credit card debt, even making more money, you could probably start a side hustle to be able to add more income to your annual figure. All these sort of things will help you increase your chances to get approved for a higher figure. Okay, it's hard to do that if you don't have the exact numbers in front of you. So that's why I feel getting pre-approved is probably the most important part, the very important initial step to this whole process. Okay. Now, full disclosure, you are going to, you're going to get, you're running your credit, so your credit report will get dinged. But if this is a situation, if you're serious about purchasing a home, if this is the serious step that you want to take, then it shouldn't matter. You're going to have to sacrifice some points in your credit eventually. So, you're just going to have to bite the bullet with that one. And obviously, and also too, is like you'll build your credit back up, 2, 3, 4 months out ahead. So, yeah. So step number 1, get pre-approved. Now, the second step to buying your home after pre-approval is to actually go out and shop for your home. Now, that is where your real estate agent is going to come in handy. Okay. Now, obviously, if you're working with a real estate and it's your first time buying a home, we will be representing you as a buyer's agent. So this market is crazy right now for buyers or being a buyer's agent. Number one, because it's a seller's market, so there's not a lot of inventory out there, and then number two, it's COVID. So you can't just go out and see a home. There's different protocols and steps that have to be taken in order to be able to go see a home, and that's why it's vital to actually work with a real estate agent if you're in the market to purchase your very first home. Now, in addition to that, this is why the pre-approval process is very, very, very vital as well. Is because now we have a budget. Now we get to see how the market, how the market is with what you could afford, with what your budget is. Now, we have a lot of different tools to help you find that home. We have the MLS where we're able to see all of the inventory that's out in the marketplace. But in addition to is we have a network, right? Working for Ontario Real Estate Agents, one of the biggest networks out here in Northern California, several agents, several thousands of agents, and we're always constantly emailing each other talking about what we have coming soon that hasn't hit the market, or things that are even off market that clients aren't necessarily looking to put for sale, but is willing to sell off market for the right deal or for other Ontario agents if they want to keep it within the family. All these sort of things are they provide huge value to you, the client, that you wouldn't be able to receive if you went out and tried to, go rogue and purchase your very first home all by yourself. So, huge things to consider. Our main thing is we want to save you time, we want to save you energy, and we want you to be able to leverage our expertise and knowledge and network so that this whole home buying process becomes very easy, very smooth, and simple. For me, I want to just be able to execute whatever decisions that you make. Okay, that's all I plan to do when I represent you, the buyer. Okay, so number 2, go shopping. Okay, now number 3, it's kind of a duo. Okay, the number 3 step is once you find that home, you make an offer. Okay, and you make that offer, and then it becomes accepted, right? You open escrow, you open title. Now, this is the portion of the journey where it gets kind of crazy because so many different things can happen. There's so many moving parts, and I would like to add that this is when it's really important to leverage a real estate agent because there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of legal matters that happen behind the scenes when it comes to actually transferring title, when it comes to transferring ownership of a home. Okay. Us, the real estate agents, we have a team typically. We have a transaction coordinator. We have escrow officers. We have the loan officers. All of us are working together to smoothly transfer title to you so that you could actually just receive the keys at the end of the day. And to that point, there's a lot of things that can happen that prevent you from receiving the keys. Now, I don't want to get into all of these details because, that could be a whole nother video. But just know that, typically this escrow period lasts 30 days until you could actually close escrow. And there's a lot of moving parts, things that can happen for this deal to fall through. Now, I don't want to make it sound scary, but it's a time when it's just a time where you, the buyer, all you can really do is sit back, relax, and hope that everything kind of happens smoothly. And your real estate agent will help keep you in the loop during this whole process of escrow all the way to close. Okay. Now, the fourth and final step, uh, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? You've received your keys. You've gone through the pre-approval process. You found your home. You shopped. You got through the escrow period. Everything went smooth sailing. Now you receive your keys. Okay. Now, I mean, some important things that happen before you close, right, is your real estate agent wants to get you set up so that, once you receive your keys, it's butter. We're going to make sure that you have all the locks of the doors are actually replaced, and that you have brand new set of keys for your whole family. Number one, we're going to make sure that you have, especially if you're going to buy an old home, that you're going to have home insurance already set up. Because God forbid something breaks, you always want to have that kind of backup, that peace of mind with big appliances, AC unit, all those sort of things. You always want to have that home insurance before you actually receive your keys. And also, you want to make sure that you're ready to be able to transition into that home. That's another thing is, there is a lot of glamour and glitz to purchasing a home, but that moving process can be kind of a headache. So your real estate agent should 100% help you, with moving expenses, things of that nature, and kind of just get you set up so that by the time you are ready to move to receive the keys and get into the house, everything is already started to move. You don't have to kind of have any setbacks, any headaches. You just want this to be nice and smooth, and that is key. So, yes, that is my steps. That is my recommendations. My recommendation to the 4 steps to buying a home in 2021. Okay. Now, I've only touched the surface with these steps. If you'd like, I can absolutely dive deeper to each individual step and allow you to really kind of just uncover everything that you would want me to cover. So if you do want me to do that, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would 100% appreciate if you hit that like button, if you subscribe to my channel, and if you left a comment, that would be great. But yes, that is the end. Thank you so much for your time and for your attention and your focus. Let's go ahead and Millennial Generation, let's do this. This is your time to shine. Let's go ahead and get you to that first-time home buyer. Stop paying someone else's mortgage, really, and start building wealth to your future and for your family, and start thinking about getting some financial freedom. All right, so let's do this. 2021 is our year, millennials. Next video, I'm signing off.